you can't work anymore. You're on suspension.
Right.
So let me drug testing.
So Doyle, when you got the job and you passed the test, you went right back and sat next to those bikers again and started doing this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Breathing the secondhand smoke.
Man, you guys. No, go ahead.
Listening to you, I don't think I
touch
would
that
ever
stuff,
suspect
man.
you in drug testing.
No.
No. But anyway, it took me 2 weeks of a lot of calls and no answers back and everything. And I finally got a retest. And
Let me guess. Is it going as well as the Elian Gonzalez appeal?
a little better.
You passed.
You passed?
I passed, buddy.
Hey!
Come back to work tomorrow morning at 5:30.
Right on,
And I've been working ever since.
All right. Now,
But that was a state test, and I watched them run it. They put it in a cup, turn it upside down. If it turns all blue, you're clean. Opiates, THC, amphetamines, and
what was that other one?
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
So was this with the help of Urine Luck?
No, sir. I went totally natural.
2 weeks.
You went natural, you mean you stopped smoking
10
dope?
days. I stopped associating with bikers.
That's right.
Everything, man. I mean, didn't drink, nothing. And I went in, and, man, she did it right in front of me, and I passed every one of them.
Yeah.
Of course, they send a sample to the lab, but I was going to try to take the flush kind, the internal stuff. But this Spectrum Laboratories who's selling this, they said that you got to send in the bottle, you got to send in the receipt, you got to send in a report from your employer that you failed. Am I going to ask them for a receipt?
Can I have a receipt for that? I got to get money back on a Urine Luck purchase that I made. Yeah, that added.
Yeah, right.
They're never going to get it. So, in other words, Urine Luck didn't work for you.
Did not work. Don't you dare. Anybody who's got to take a federal Department of Transportation, CDL driver.
We don't want to mention the largest employer in the world,
It'll
do we?
fail.
Yeah.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Doyle?
Hey, I really appreciate...
Doyle, I hope that was not your real name.
No, it's not.
Ah, good.
Damn it, I was... Okay.
All right. No, I think it's good that we know that.
Right on.
Otherwise, they're going to have to bother checking the records for Doyle, and you ain't it.
Yeah, right.
And you sound like just every man, so there's no way to pick out your voice.
Can we use one of those computer-assisted voice-altering mechanisms?
Right,
He said he's on record saying he cleaned up.
I was going to mention something to you at first, but, hey, I mean, let's, I guess.
You're the man.
I believe that says
But
it all.
I tried it. But those people are ridiculous, man. And why do they say that? Why don't they tell you, hey, don't take it? And then I call them and they said, if you'd have taken the pills, you'd have been all right.
Yes, you just didn't buy the extra
Industrial
special thing.
strength one.
Thank you, Doyle.
More best from Bob, Spike, and Joe coming up on KISW. Why do more Americans...
What?
to put it out on the Oz record label at first, and I thought I was then frantically looking around for some other stuff to make a compilation album of the lost and found Black Sabbath tapes. And then Sharon said, "Why don't you put it on this package?" And I said, "Fine,
Your lovely wife, Sharon.
She's
She
the best.
put this all together.
She's the best.
She is awesome. We spoke to her a lot when we were getting you out to the house and when we were getting your permission for the music video.
She's cool.
Yeah, she's very, very nice. So you say this stuff was, they have some amazing processing now, as Ozzy was alluding to, where they can take old tapes.
I thought it'll come back sounding like crap,
Yeah, but they can do amazing things.
They lifted stuff out of this thing, and it sounds like it was recorded yesterday, I mean, the quality on the tape, I don't know what it's like on the CD, but the quality on the tape that I got was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The level was amazing,
So it cooks.
Oh, yeah.
It sings.
It's like, and it's still got that rough, raw. It's very rough, man. It's very raw and very. Because what we used to do in the old Sabbath days was we'd write on the day and play them on the night of the. And I'm thinking, where the hell was this recorded? And I'm clueless. I mean, we never did radios, we never did TVs, we never recorded live shows, but I don't know where it came from. And I know it's before the very first Black Sabbath album because of the fact on the song Black Sabbath there's an extra verse, and when we come to record that with Roger Bain, our first producer, he suggested that we should maybe think about cutting one of the verses out, which we did, but on that tape the extra verse is in there.
Yeah.
After we cut the verse that we never played
It's unbelievable.
the verse again.
Ozzy, where are you? You in New York now?
Yeah.
They got Starbucks in New York. That's what it is.
No, it's not so. I got Starbucks all over the place. I don't sleep anymore. I'm a workaholic.
Hey, Ozzy, speaking of work, this is a great area for live shows, but the best show that comes to town is always Ozzy Osbourne. Is Ozfest on the road this year? Is it coming here? Next year.
Is it coming to Seattle?
Absolutely. You try and stop us, man.
Well, I believe last time it missed Seattle, didn't it?
Yes.
Well, we started off last year with 4 or 5 shows. Sharon said to me this year, what do you want to do? Because this year was supposed to be more chill out year, you know?
Yeah.
What do you want to do about the Ozfest? I said, well, we only did 5 shows last year. We got to do a bit more. So we did 22 shows this year, and there's going to be more shows next year because I didn't want to go and book like 200 shows and then it fall on its ass. You know?
Yeah.
Who else could have a chill out year? This is my chill out year. I'm gonna take a year to do this.
I mean, a chill out year to me is when I'm not flying around the place screaming my lungs out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's been a really good year. I've got back friendly with Black Sabbath, which I thought never would happen.
You guys are all buds again?
Absolutely. It's better than it ever was. It's the way I always wanted it to be. You
So
know?
would you actually do a Black Sabbath, reunion for making a record or something by any chance?
If we could still write together, but I would not do an album with Black Sabbath just for the sake of Ozzy Osbourne, Butler and Ward making a record together if the material sucked.
So that would be awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
if we could make an album that was right back to basics,
Right.
just a raw guitar,
Just
raw bass, raw drums, and raw attitude, you know?
That'd be beautiful. Joe.
Should we sound like Beavis and Butthead on the radio?
With the holidays coming, Ozzy, what do you and Sharon do to celebrate Christmas?
I'm
Day?
working. I go straight back to England and start rehearsing because I've got 2 shows to do in Birmingham on the 4th and 5th of December, where I'll be recording these 2 shows with Sabbath, not only on tape, but with videotape. And we're going to make a documentary about the whole reunion and all this. And we're going to, but even if we don't do any gigs together, there'll be like an interesting part that people could actually see us get back together after like nearly 20 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And then just go through the process and just say hi and bye and just have a great time. Hopefully it'll work out great, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm just very hopeful. I'm really hopeful, man. I'm really hopeful for the future. Everything looks great, man.
That's so awesome to hear you. It sounded so good. Yes, Spike.
You know, Ozzy, you not only inspire your fans, but musicians as well. So many bands say that Black Sabbath were their inspiration.
I know, but it's like when you're in the middle of doing that. When you do it yourself, you don't go, oh, I'm going to write a song called Paranoid now, and in 30 years' time, people will look back on this and go, it's great. It's just that's the lovely, wonderful surprise of this business. I mean, there's been thousands of bands that we've seen go up and down the charts over the years and come with. You're in the middle of it, like, and you think, how are we going to survive this? And yet we just plod on through, you know. We're like old soldiers. We don't die. We just fade away, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, back in the old days, Ozzy, and we did all this in the last interview, so we're not going to do it again. But we talked about some of the crazy stunts and the crazy, lifestyle and the bat and the whole deal. But these days, you obviously you're not doing any of that stuff anymore. But do
How do you know?
Why? You know what? I can just tell.
Oh, well, you know, when someone when somebody occasionally gets drunk, it's a good experience. But for me, now I don't get drunk because I used to get drunk every day.
Right.
To be sober it's just like getting drunk in the respect that I've never used. I was never used to being sober.
You're using
Enjoying
sober.
sobriety.
You're using sober every day now.
Well, most days.
Yeah.
You know, if it's, you know, I'm sober in the respect that I don't go to bars and I don't look for drug dealers at 1 o'clock in the morning.
If you don't count Starbucks. But listen, no, what I was going to ask you is...
What's this thing about Starbucks, man?
He's an addict is the thing, Ozzy.
I know he's got to be an addict if he goes to Starbucks. That stuff's loaded with caffeine.
Yeah. No, but...
I love it, though. I love that. I mean, even coffee, I get up in the morning, I don't have a cup, I have a pot.
He's there, too, yeah. Because remember when Ozzy came to the house, there was a rider. You know, you're advanced people. Make sure that everything is okay for you.
Yeah.
And there was a rider that said that he must have, I can't remember the exact drink, but it was...
Two quads.
2 quad cappuccinos from Starbucks with, 1% milk. I mean, it was very, very specific.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I only have the coffee now in the morning to get me jolted.
Yeah.
I have to laugh it then because I get too wired and start rattling around the planet, you know.
Yeah.
My arms begin to fall off at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to go and hide under a rock somewhere, you know. That caffeine hangover is a wicked one. I'll tell you what, I tried to quit the caffeine cold turkey. Have you ever done that?
Did you shake in a room for 4 days? What happened?
If you drink coffee on a daily basis...
I actually did it, and I remember what happened.
It's not very pleasant, is it?
It's headaches.
4 days of headaches?
Headaches. Forget like you wake up with someone whacking you with a baseball bat, you know, a Louisville slugger, you know.
Yeah.
I know you got a long day planned today, Ozzy. You're going to be on the internet tonight. You can.
Yeah, I'm working till midnight tonight. I got up I haven't been to bed since Sunday. I've slept five hours since Sunday. I'm just like a rocket.
Moving.
Are you getting computer friendly these days? Do you like getting out
I
there?
hate computers. I want to be I want to go and, you know, you heard of computer hackers. I want to be one that actually physically hacks them with a hammer, you know.
Is tonight's internet a concert, Ozzy?
Come on, man.
No,
I haven't got S tattooed on my chest yet.
Right. What is it tonight? What is going to be online tonight?
I don't know, man. I mean, you're telling me. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I got my assistant goes, you got to go to this radio station. I go, yeah, get in the car, go to this, go to MTV and do all the rest of it. I don't ask because I get freaked out if I know. I go, I got that much work today, man. What are you trying to do? Kill me, you know? But I just do what I've got to do, you know?
Yeah, someone just walks him around all day, Spike, and someone will sit him down in front of the computer.
The rope will come in to me, lasso me, and take me up to somewhere else.
In fact, you won't even be typing for yourself. Someone will tell you what
I can't spell, man, so I can't type you.
Yeah. No, I've seen these things actually.
I'm dyslexic, man.
Yeah. The star sits there in a chair, and a typist sits at the computer, and
but they do ask me the questions, and then I go, well, what would Ozzy say? I am there.
Yeah, you're there, but you're given the answers, but you have a typist. What
do you want dyslexic type? Well, if I was to tell me there for 3 days, I do not eat bats. Now, how do you C-A-B-S?
Beautiful. Hey,
Ozzy.
Can we ask Ozzy about Ozfest real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
We had AC/DC on this, Brian and Angus from AC/DC, and they said they would love to play Ozfest this year. Is there any chance that'll happen?
That's great news because what I want to do, I don't want to tell you what I'm going to do.
Okay.
It probably will all change, but that sounds great. I'd love AC/DC.
Yeah, they sort of hinted that it was there were 3 things that had to be resolved: 1 for the money, 2 for the money, and 3 for the money.
And Oz for the money. Oz likes money, man.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
Good to talk to you. The Ozman Cometh. When is that out, Joe?
Tuesday, in stores Tuesday.
Take care, Oz.
I'll come round and kill your favorite pet.
Very ugly traffic this morning as you head from South Marysville, southbound I-5, all the way down to the Boeing Freeway 526, where an accident still sits on the right-hand shoulder. This has backed up westbound Highway 2 across the Hewitt Avenue trestle. That's a real struggle for you. Also on 405...